actually a third review of this. I figured out that I can live stream with my phone in portrait form. I don't have to flip it horizontally. So I like this because I like this a lot more. It's way more natural holding your phone. And my phone can rest on my knee and I can be nice and comfortable. So yeah, check out the nice dress. Well, it's not a dress, it's a shirt and skirt. But yeah, I had a job interview earlier today, so I just kind of felt like with some of the stuff going on lately and whatnot, it was a good time to have an update video. And apparently the shirt does not want to cooperate. So you guys might be getting some cleavage. This is not intentional, but it's just gonna happen, I guess. So anyways, yeah, I just figured it was a good time to do an update video. Apparently choked to death on Chex Mix. Hang on. Real life live, yay, gotta love it. So anyways, I figured it's just a good time to do an update video because there's been a lot of stuff going on, and I've been kind of thinking, and I figured doing it on YouTube here would be easier, so that way I can post on Twitter and I can post on Facebook in one video. And I just, like I said, I thought I'd do an update because if you guys follow me on Twitter and you're not, like, if you've been following me for a while, like, I know I've got a lot of new people. I'm actually up to 38 followers now, which is awesome. I'm almost to 40. That's really cool. I wasn't expecting this to go and have met in person. Everybody else is just people who have decided to follow me for whatever reason. So thanks, guys. You're really cool. And apparently you think I'm pretty cool. So yay. And then I know a lot of Facebook, like, I've been kind of keeping part of this on the down low, so I just figured it would be kind of good just to get everything out there and whatnots and things. So yeah, if you're on my Facebook and you don't know, or you're newer to my Twitter, I actually started a few months ago. Well, I can't say a few months ago, like, wow. Actually, we're getting really close to 6 months since I started back into writing again. I started writing again back in March. I used to, like, I did this all the time, like, back when I was in high school, like, that's what I did was I on weekends and stuff, I would be at home working on, stories, and basically, actually, I started way before high school. I started back when I was a kid. But, like, my dream for the longest time was to have my own stories, my series, as I called them, because they were a continuing series, and a lot of them, especially come high school, were anime-based, to get them on TV and stuff like that. And just to basically become a writer, like published and stuff on TV for screenplays and stuff like that. And I really hate this. I have this bug bite on the middle of my forehead, so please ignore that. I had to get a bug bite like the night before my interview. Yay. But anyways, and that dream kind of died out. And even actually, in my early to early mid-20s, I kind of even stopped writing altogether. Just because life and stuff happened. So I recently got back into writing back in like March, so it's August 15th now. So we're getting to kind of around the 6-month mark. We're at like 5 months right now. And with getting back into writing and stuff, it's kind of rekindled the dream of maybe getting my stuff on TV and whatnot. And even rekindled an even older dream of working for Funimation, which is probably the biggest anime production company. And actually, I'm pretty sure they are. If they're not, they're one of the biggest in like North America. So like that could be even like including Canada, because I know there's the Ocean Studio place up there. And I mean, they don't create their own. They don't create the anime from scratch. Although it'd be cool if they did. They'll get like, they're the people behind like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super and the Tenchi series, and I think Rurouni Kenshin's on that is part of them. Cowboy Bebop, Outlaw Star. I think pretty much half of everything that's on Toonami Saturday Night Runs right now. Like, they're behind a lot of stuff. So what they do is they get the stuff from Japan and then the voice actor. So they, they change the scripts, how it needs to be, translate the scripts, change things around so then some wording gets changed or some phrases or something. And then the voice actors will come and record the voice back. When I was a kid, actually until recently, like animation, because I'm a long time, like I'm probably have loved cartoons and animation since the first time I saw something animated when I was an infant, because I cannot remember a time in my life when I did not love animation, that I was not fascinated by cartoons. So yeah. I got that dream derailed when I was towards the end of high school by one of my teachers telling me basically that denying me to get into physics because I suck at math. I'm still not very good at math. and you needed a lot of math to go into animation. So his not probably meaning to comment totally like killed my dream. And then recently I realized I'm like, yeah, they need like writers and stuff too. So my background in English and all that, it's like, hey, I could try that stuff. But right now I'm pretty much trying to like any job I think that I might remotely be able to do with Funimation, I've been applying for. So like that's a big dream, and that is still part of the plan. If you guys have been following me on stuff, you know I've been talking about moving and stuff because my apartment sucks, and they keep increasing the rent, and they don't come and fix anything. The neighborhood is getting worse. I just need to get out of here. So I'm actually getting an apartment with a coworker friend of mine because it's basically cutting my rent in half darn near. It's going to be a little bit more than half my I'm trying to think since they're increasing my rent again. It's gonna be like at least a good $100 or more or less a month, which is also really good because I also have to buy a car now. So unfortunately, I still can't buy a car until I find another job because working, I've been averaging, like, I love my job, but it's been really rough the last couple of years. Like, if you guys have been following me for anything, you know, like, I'm in a not very good place financially. And I keep getting more expenses building up because everything keeps getting more expensive. My grandparents took back the car. I was in the process of buying from them a couple of years ago after I cleaned out my savings account on repairing the damn car. And then I was driving my mom's old vehicle for a while. That literally completely crapped out. I actually forgot to talk to my mom about when they're picking it up from my dad's house. So yeah, like I technically I have not had a car in almost 2 years, but or we're like between that year and a half and 2 year mark, but I literally have no vehicle right now. Actually I'm borrowing my grandpa's vehicle that I was supposed to be buying, and hopefully until I can figure out something else. But I mean, I have no way to make car payments right now. I don't have enough money to buy even a crappy piece of junk car. And of course, you have to pay car insurance. And when you're when you're not even making $100 a week, you're not even getting a paycheck for $200, and you have to pay rent and other bills. Yeah, you can't afford anything for a car payment. I mean, I have to live off of ramen. I've been trying to shrink I've been trying to shrink anything I can as much for spending while I can still have a life and have fun, because if all I concentrate on is being poor and how bad my financial situation is, and I don't allow myself to go out and do anything with friends, I don't allow myself to, you know, continue with my crafting or my drawing or any of my hobbies, I will go insane. Like I've done that stuff before. I've gotten so depressed and went to such a bad place. I know I can't do that again. But I've been trying to cut expenses anywhere I can. So yeah, I eat a lot of ramen. I try to only eat 2 meals a day unless I'm going somewhere. I kind of like out that for 3 months my Discover card gives me cash back on any place I go to eat, like whether it's Taco Bell, whether it was Mitsuya where I got ice cream the other time, like any restaurant pretty much counts. So that helped. And then the 3 months before that was grocery store. So every single time I got groceries, I was actually getting paid a little bit so time. So that's partially one reason too why I'm moving and getting the roommate. Because it helps. I mean, I could pay $700 for a 2-bedroom apartment for myself, or I could split that in half. And I'm thinking too, like, all of my bills are going to be split. Well, all of like utility bills are going to be split in half. Internet bills are going to be split in half. So it's really, really, really cool. Like, I'm saving a lot of money, which is really nice. It's really going to kind of be weird though, because it's the first time in 10 years that I'll have a roommate. And it's a little hit to the pride, because I figured I moved a lot when I first moved out of the house I grew up in, because I had roommate issues. But those were all people, like, I didn't meet them until I came over to look at the place and decide whether I was going to live there or not. Or the run roommates were actually, I subleased an apartment the night I moved in, and then the other room got subleased out, and 2 people moved into that, and me and the other girl never even knew about those people until they moved in. Yeah. But yeah, I really never planned on going back to having a roommate again, unless it was going to be like, you know, live-in boyfriend, or, you know, get married and you live with your spouse kind of situation. So yeah, this is definitely different, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I've always been nervous too about getting a place to live with a friend, because a lot of times that type of stuff can like kill friendships. I mean, my best friend growing up, there's no way in hell we could have ever lived together. We were best friends, but if we would have ever lived together, we probably would have killed each other. anyways, I'm trying to keep this somewhat short because I'm doing this on my phone because my internet keeps going out like every 30 seconds and it's out for like 20 minutes at a time. So yeah, I'm also really looking forward to getting rid of that issue, and hopefully, I can make my content videos a lot easier and do other stuff and whatnot. So but anyway, so kind of going with the update, like I said, like I had a job interview today. Hopefully it works out. I'm not gonna lie, like it's at what I call the local nerd store. It's called Box Lunch, if any of you guys have heard of that. It's basically like all things nerd minus like technology stuff, because I consider the techie side more geek than nerd. And like, I mean, they have like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, I almost said Lord of the Flies, and Rick and Morty, and like the original Nicktoons back in the day. They have Studio Ghibli stuff. They have Dragon Ball stuff. That's where I've gotten a lot of my Dragon Ball stuff that I have, my shirts and whatnot. They have a section for Sailor Moon. So they have Cowboy Bebop. So they have anime. They have Marvel and other comics. They have a lot of Funko Pop stuff. They have Disney. Like I said, Rick and Morty, Star Wars, pretty much kind of you name it, they have it sort of stuff. So yeah, like this would be a really cool place to work, but it's like, oh, it's so nerdy. Like you get to dress like, I think you can actually wear jeans there, but like I could possibly I could actually wear what I wear to Michael's at this place. I think, I'm not 100% sure on that. But I don't know, from the interview, I'm left very not sure. There's a really good chance they're going to be like, oh, she has 2 college degrees and this and this and that. She's way overqualified for this job. And it's like, I don't freaking care. I need a job. Hire me. I mean, I applied at Payless. Looks like maybe for some stupid reason I'm meant to do retail, even though I would love to get out of retail. But anyways, I'm digressing a lot. But I'm not going to lie, if I don't get this job, I'm going to like, it might be a little soul crushing, because I mean, I'm an uber nerd. I cannot go into that store unless it's for a job interview, apparently. Because today is the first time I've been in that store, and I haven't like charged at least like $70 onto a credit card. Yeah, I know I've never gotten out of that store for under $50. Because one, I usually buy shirts because you can't find shirts like other places, and I know this stuff fits. And like I got my Dragon Ball jacket there and stuff. So, but yeah, I feel like I'm way nerdier than the girl that interviewed me. I actually kind of made friends with the girl that used to work there and the one that was telling me that they were hiring. So I was really hoping she was gonna still be there, but I know she left. She left this job to go pursue her dream of living in the big city of Chicago, as she called it, the big city. Me, Rockford, is a big city compared to from where I came from. I love the light you guys are getting with my necklace again. I should tell the story behind my necklace someday, but we'll do that for another video. And you guys are getting boobs. Sorry. I bet there's people out there that like that, because for some reason these live videos are live, but I'm quite the introverted person, so it's like I don't like showing a lot of skin. I don't want to get attention that way. I want you guys to like my videos because you like what I have to say, you like the content that I make. Not that, I don't want to do it by showing a lot of skin or showing my body and whatnot, because that's not who I am, and that's not what I want to be known for. I'd rather get this through, like I said, content and hard work and stuff than, other things. So anyways, so wrapping this up for the update thing. So yeah, right now, basically, I'm still going for Funimation. Like I said, I've been trying to fill out some more applications today and whatnot. But until that happens, my plan is to find a secondary job doing dang near anything that's not going to drive myself nuts and that I can do. Like, I'm not going into fast food because I know that'll drive me nuts. I've done it before, but I haven't done it since I became hypoglycemic. Actually, the day I passed out and went to the ER and like eventually months later found out that I'm hypoglycemic, like I had to go through tons of medical testing and all this wonderful shit. I was actually about an hour and a half into a fast food job that I was going to be working for the summer while I was home from school when I passed out. So it's like, I can't do extreme heat. My brain doesn't always function the best with like, I'm great with routine, but I can't, just fast food, I know it's not going to work. Like, fast food is routine, but it's not routine. It's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of quickness and whatnot, and I know I've worked that before. I've dealt with that type of customer service before, and I know no. I will hate it. I will get super depressed. I will go into a very bad place, and I'm not doing that. But yeah, I'm kind of maybe not going to focus as much on trying to find the full-time job in one of the fields I went to school for as much in this area. But anyways, so like I said, my plan basically is to keep applying for Funimation, because again, I got that move paid for. I got all that stuff taken care of. I got somebody financing it for me because they're super awesome. Seriously, Julio, you are awesome. So yeah, I'm going to keep working on that. And then in the meantime, I'm going to keep trying to find another job in this area, get money, start building up a savings. So my plan is to keep looking for more employment in the area that I currently live in. Like I said, I'm getting a place with a coworker friend of mine once my lease runs out, or potentially a couple weeks after my lease runs out. So if anybody wants to put me up for a few weeks, that would be great, especially if I am working 2 jobs, because having to drive like an hour, 2 hours from either of my parents' place to work like a 4-hour shift is going to really suck and kill gas. And I'm not sure what I'm going to have for a vehicle. So, because if my grandparents decide they're taking back the Oldsmobile, I have to give it back, and then I have no car again. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, build up money, get the car, get that stuff taken care of. Hopefully, maybe be able to start building up a savings account to make the move to Texas, so I don't have to rely as much on my awesome person who's funding the move and all of that. And plus then too, I can keep working on building my social media presence. Maybe the YouTube thing will take off. I don't know. Maybe other stuff will take off. And of course, getting money together so I can get to KamehaCon, so Josh Martin can try my candy chocolate stuff. I mean, even if he doesn't come to KamehaCon, he's in Texas. I'd be in Texas. Maybe we could just meet up somewhere and try something. So, I'm really looking forward to that. That could be that's like sponsorship. That's like, who knows where my candy making and all that stuff could go. But yeah, that's just kind of my plan right now, pretty much, is just to keep doing whatever I can do where I'm at, trying to take care of myself and getting myself better off financially, while I continue to pursue the dream of working at Funimation and stuff by continuing to apply with them. And like I said, kind of building up, just doing whatever I can to increase my chances of getting hired with them, and anything else that happens to come along too. So, because now Texas is still calling. I'm still getting signs and stuff that I believe is telling me, for whatever reason, I'm supposed to move down there and live down there and stuff. And the Funimation stuff kind of came after that. And if it's not that, I don't know why else I'm supposed to go down there. I mean, it's not just... maybe it's KamehaCon. I don't know. I started getting these, all the signs and weird things pointing for Texas before I even knew about KamehaCon being a thing. But I don't know. I feel like it's more than just going there for a weekend, kind of thing. Plus, I figure, too, if I'm not already working for Funimation by the time KamehaCon rolls around in 8 months, it gives me a good time to go to Texas and check it out, because I've never been there, and it probably would be really, really weird to go to a different state that's kind of on the other side of the country, in a completely different kind of climate zone and whatnot and stuff. I don't think does it snow there? I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Northern Illinois, where, we had school days where snow, back when I was a kid, you had to have, a couple feet of snow to have school be canceled, not this couple inches worth of crap stuff that kids get nowadays. I don't know if they get that in Texas. But like I said, something just keeps telling me I'm supposed to be there. It's almost like a pull or a drive that I'm supposed to go there. But so anyways, I'm not giving up on that dream. I'm not giving up on that plan. I don't want to quite even say it's being delayed, because if they hire me, I don't want to flake on my roommate, but I'm going. So yeah, that's the plan and everything. That's what's going on. So hopefully this works out and I get this one job. Sad thing is, if I get this job, I may have to still go and find a third job, because this one sounds like it's about as flaky on hours as Michael's might be, or worse. She was like, oh, 1 week you might work 3 hours, another week you might work 5, then the next week you might work 40. It's like, wow, that's a big change. I'm hoping it's not that bad. Plus, too, every single time I've gone in there, it's always been the same girl working. Almost any time I've called over the last couple months trying to get a hold of the hiring manager, I've gotten, I swear it's the same sounding guy's voice. So, doesn't seem like they have a whole lot of people there. Also, too, this is the first time I've ever gone into that store and had there be 2 people there at one time. Actually, take it back. Last time I went in, there was 2 people there, too, but for a while, I wasn't sure if the one person worked there or if it was the girl's friend. But anyways, that's just what I wanted to say for an update. A little bit, definitely long. I was like, this is going to be like a 5-6 minute long video, and 21 minutes and a couple seconds later, but... So anyways, I hope you guys like this. If you're a YouTubey person, if you like Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball franchise, you know, subscribe, hit the bell, the notification bell. You can check out my Facebook page, Just Saying, at facebook.com/justsaying4716. And that's kind of it. And I might actually be switching kind of to my Sayana Says stuff, those videos. I might start actually switching them to a blog once I can find a blog that pays. Because I just, yeah, I don't know why you guys like looking at me so much. But those have been my more popular videos, so it's kind of weird. Or if I could get somebody to help me do animation stuff, because I just feel really weird talking on a screen. I don't think this... How entertaining is this watching me go blah, 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 blah for like 20-40 minutes? So I thought animation might be a little bit cooler, but... Anyways, I'm hoping to get back to the Dragon Ball videos pretty soon too, so... And I'm also kind of trying to figure out some ways of getting my crafting stuff out there a little bit more, which might also be a blog, so... If you guys know of any cool, really good blogs out there that pays... Let me know, because I'm pretty much trying to figure out any way possible right now I can make some extra cash without, you know, like, standing on a street corner, because I ain't doing that. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Take care, and as always, peace. And I think I pushed this button.